Hey everybody, Ryobi back again to make another video today. I'm very excited to bring to you some new information about this channel, some new things that I've learned recently, as well as some things that I think are just important to come back to you guys and kind of talk about. I am going to, first of all, next video I believe that I'm going to be releasing is going to be another chainsaw video. It's going to be the same chainsaw as I did before, except I found a new way to give a little bit more performance to the existing chainsaw. So it's going to be pretty interesting. Stay tuned for that. It's going to be pretty. If you're someone that's going to be using their chainsaw, it's going to definitely help you out in the long run. But you'll see above me here, you see that nice large Ryobi banner up there. Oh, it's so awesome, so great. Fits my new shop perfectly. That's the other big thing. It's a shop, but we'll get to that. That banner was given to me by a local representative of TTI. His name's Matthew. You know who you are. Thanks for giving me the banner. Looks great, and I appreciate it for sure. But yeah, so yeah, the new workshop. You know, you can see it. I'm not going to show you the whole thing because it's a lot left. This is probably iteration number 1. I'm going to change this up again. This is just something where I could set it up so I can get back to making videos and start kind of doing this again. So just a little bit of information to kind of catch you guys up. So the house, how I did the 2 videos on the house, I will be making more. I have actually not been able to be around very much to be at the house to take video. So it's been kind of a stalemate. You know, I've wanted to go make videos at the house, and there's been a lot more done, and you guys will see once the next video. I will be making more videos on that once I get the time to make it. But as far as that goes, so if you guys are one of the people that are really interested in that video series, stay tuned. I promise I will upload more videos on that project. But yeah, so you can see the shop, a couple different changes. Yes, I do have the new Ryobi cabinets. They're awesome. I'll be coming out with a review video specifically on those cabinets, as well as other things too, guys. You know, I've gotten a couple new tools. You'll see up here, I got the seed spreader and stuff like that. Gonna definitely be doing some videos on that stuff. Just, you know, can't really do seeds right now, but I do have some ideas on being able to do some videos for that. So let's go ahead and change the position here, and I got some more stuff to talk about. So the lighting, guys, I know it's not the greatest. I'm going to be going back to my old lighting setup again. I just haven't quite got all that stuff here to the house yet to do that. So a big thing that Ryobi came out with that I've been waiting for a long time is their pens, or markers, if you will. Yeah, so they did finally come out with their markers. I think they're about 90-something cents a piece, so they're a little cheaper than the Milwaukee markers. So I do not have a Milwaukee marker here for display. So a couple different writing tools you could use in a workshop setting or a contract setting, whatever. You know, you got your standard carpenter pencils. I like these, but I don't like these. I find it a lot easier nowadays to just grab a marker and just do a nice clean line. Another example of a marker, you know, your Sharpie branded markers. I'm not sponsored by Sharpie, Ryobi, any of these companies. And then there is the Inkzillas, which I believe is what the Milwaukee calls their markers. So the reason I don't have any Milwaukee markers here is because I use them at work a lot. I recently took a few of these markers to work. And I will no longer be using the Milwaukee markers at work anymore for my specific tasks. So a lot of, like what I've said in the past, a lot of what I do is putting in fire systems, so smoke detectors, stuff like that. Well, whenever you put in a smoke head, you typically either write on the inside or write on the outside the number of which the smoke is. That way you know where it is in the building. I don't want to get into too much detail. I'm sure none of you guys are that interested in that. But these markers work better for me on that. The reason being, so I've used regular Sharpie, horrible. So yes, it's a permanent marker, but if your hands are sweaty and you rub over them, every single time, I don't care how long you wait, it will smear. And okay, maybe after a couple hours, it'll dry. But you don't have a couple hours. You got a couple, 30, 40 seconds. These do not work very well for that application. Other applications, they probably work fine. These dry the fastest. Now, I don't tell everybody, hey, sniff your markers, because I'm sure it's not good for you. But if you smell a Sharpie or maybe other brands very similar, the ink smells extremely strong. If you smell the Ryobi markers, they almost don't have a scent to them. And I think that may have something to do with the reason why they dry so quickly. Maybe the ink is just a fast drying ink. I'm not for sure. Maybe it's almost like what they would put in like a pen. I have no idea. What I can tell you is whatever is in this particular marker, I don't know if Ryobi makes it or if it's contracted out. I have no idea. Works really well. Dries extremely quickly. Faster than the Milwaukee markers. Now, I do like the Milwaukee markers. They have their place. I'm probably going to pull all my Milwaukees back, use them here in the shop, and then use these at the workplace. The only downside that I have found is, yes, these are an aluminum housing. That's kind of interesting. I've put them in the bottom of my work bag, and just from putting tools and stuff down in them, not exactly always the most, gently, I have dented and bent up a few of these markers already. They work just fine. I'm not talking like crush them, but they become dented. So the aluminum housing's kind of odd to me, but it's neat. I like it. They're very light. That is something for sure. They're a lot lighter than the other markers. Some people would say that makes them feel cheap. I just think it makes them feel different. I kind of like them myself. If you guys get a chance to pick some of these up, they are for sale on Home Depot's website, and I believe you can get them at Direct Tools as well now. So those are really cool. So that was something I wanted to share with you guys. I'm not going to make a whole video on markers. I just wanted to kind of throw that in there so that way if you guys didn't know, they are out. Go on their website, check them out. Definitely get them, especially if you're a fan of Ryobi like I am, and you just got to have it because it's Ryobi. You won't be disappointed. You'll really like them. So the individual that I've been talking to, Matthew, brought up a very interesting point to me, and I want to apologize to anybody that watches these videos. If I've ever made it seem like Ryobi is exactly the same as any other product on the market, I'm far from wrong. I'm the farthest end of wrong. I did never mean to say that. So when I talk about Ryobi, which in case anybody knows, the real name of Ryobi is Ryobi. I pronounce it Ryobi because I've always pronounced it Ryobi, and a lot of people recognize it that way. Sorry if you don't like that, guys. Now, I don't want that to make it sound like I'm trashing on my favorite brand of tool, because you got to realize the person that I am. I am not an everyday carpenter. I am not an everyday user of every single tool that is here on this shelf. I am a consumer, just like the rest of you. Yes, I do some commercial grade applications, but they're very light duty on the most part. I've used a substantial bit of other tool brands. I use quite a bit of Milwaukee at work, too. I have a guy there that uses Milwaukee, so I use his stuff, too, occasionally. I like it. It's good products. I just prefer to purchase Ryobi. So if I've ever misled you guys and made you believe that Ryobi is the exact same and you're just paying for a name by buying Milwaukee, I apologize. That's not what I meant. They're definitely a difference in product, so definitely don't hold me to that. If I ever said that, I apologize. So yeah, guys, thank you for coming and watching this today. Probably not the most exciting video in the world, but at the same time, it's pretty cool. It's nice seeing that TTI as a company is branching out the Ryobi brand and doing new things with it. I know they've got a bunch of new tools that they've come out with. I'm going to try to get my hands on some of the new HP line, and I'm going to try to review some of that. I'm actually very excited. I was talking to Matthew at Home Depot about those tools, and I was holding them in my hands, and I was really impressed with the weight difference. So I'm really excited to see what those tools can do, especially for that tool lineup in particular. If they are very comparable to the other brands as far as longevity, then it'd be crazy not to use them. So thank you guys for coming and watching this today. I will be making more videos. I appreciate all you guys that come and watch my videos. So stay tuned for more. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for coming and watching today. If you guys want to see another video like this, click on one of the videos above. And I'd like to thank Jerry Sloth for subscribing to the channel. Stay tuned for more videos, guys.